Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful, and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you so deliciously, my delicious little babies, okay? So, what do we do? 3, 2, 1, my juicy little lads. Thank you, little lads, you're delicious and brown. Yes, they are, aren't they, my delicious little babies? Yes, they are, okay? So we've got to keep shining that light, shining that light, shining that light, okay? Now then, my delicious little babies, so it is a bit milder, okay? So it seems that some wish to maybe, stop giving us loads of rain. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? However, the sky, ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Doom, doom, doom. Okay, my delicious little babies. Anyway, I'll just come out with these things, okay? Now then, so in our neck of the woods in the old UK, it's super duper dry. Yeah, it's a lot milder, and okay, so I'm feeling super duper deliciously happy anyway, my delicious little babies, okay? So, and I've done a healing this morning, God bless you, see what I mean? So, at the end of the day, if you can help others, then that's very important, isn't it? Now then, I've just received a message, okay, a short while ago, so I'm going to do it now, okay, because I must send my video then, do you see, okay? But God bless, they're already subscribed to me anyway, because we happen to all be beautiful and delicious little friends. Do you see what I mean? Yes, okay. Now then, so, sorry, get my singing voice on. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear little Charlotte. Happy birthday to you. Hip, hip, hooray, hip, hip, hooray, hip, hip, hooray. Oh, our beautiful little Charlotte, happy 12th birthday, my delicious little baby. Yes, okay. Have the most beautiful and super duper delicious day, okay? And I'll pop and see your dear little self and your dear little mummy and daddy later, okay, my delicious little babies. Oh, God bless you, okay? Because, when you're 12 years old, do you see what I mean? It's innocent, there we are, it's innocent, do you see what I mean? And that is how it should be. And our beautiful little Charlotte, there's such a beautiful little family, her beautiful mummy and daddy, honestly, you could not wish for better parents. They're beautiful, okay? I'm not just saying it because I'm on my camera. I'm done telling you. They're a beautiful little family, okay? So, happy birthday, darling, okay? Have a beautiful, beautiful day, okay? Love to you all, okay? So I wanted to do that because, I've been asked, okay, to do this, okay? Because I always make sure, if I can, to get permission first. Do you see what I mean? Yes? Not just go ahead and, overrun my tail. Now then, my delicious little babies. So I've got a couple of songs, okay? My delicious little babies. Now, you know me by now. If you don't know me by now, you will never, never, never know me. Woo. Okay, my delicious babies. Anyway, so I've got my singing voice on today. Now then, so the first song, my delicious little babies, these are both on YouTube because I'm going to be honest, I have not had chance to look at a lot of videos, okay? I've looked at the odd ones, okay, this morning, okay, but, and I've clicked on the like on BitChute, do you see what I mean? Yes, okay, but I just haven't managed to get round to it, and, so that's really the way it is today, okay, but please just do not worry, because I always have something to say, yes? So the first song, my delicious little babies, is on YouTube. This uploader, and like I say with any of them, not in that way, happens to have 124,000 subscribers, my delicious little babies, okay? And the uploader is called, so please and thank you in the old space bar, yes, okay? Pretenders. Does anybody remember the Pretenders? Because I do. Mind you, I'm half a century. Anyway, that's not old. My point to all of this is, my delicious babies, that, you know, when you look over the years, I keep saying sometimes we got to rewind. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? So the song is called Pretenders, Don't Get Me Wrong. You see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Don't get me wrong. Pretenders, don't get me wrong. Okay? And there's something that I would just like you to please just pay attention to. There we are when you are watching the video to that song. Okay, my delicious little babies? For those of you who always watch my videos, thank you. I love you all. God bless you. Thank you for any likes, for any views. Thank you, okay? Because whenever I'm talking like this, okay, for those of you delicious little babies who do know how I operate, yes, okay, well, you will know that there's a reason, there we are, for what I say. Okay, my delicious little babies, there we are. Yeah, for those of you, you do know, okay? And thank you, okay, for, you know, taking the time to even look at any information that I give out. Okay, my delicious babies. Now, finally, and that's me bits of information, then I want to talk about some other things now. So this uploader on YouTube, again, my delicious babies, so in the old space bar, simply says, if you could please type it in, Robert, my delicious little babies. This uploader happens to have 10.1 thousand subscribers, my delicious little babies. Now, the song should read, George Harrison, my sweet Lord. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes? Okay, so we're going to tick these off, then I'm going to close my book. Okay, my delicious babies. Now then, I happened to watch, and what happened is I sent it out in my dog and burn to, you know, some of my delicious dear little friends, you know, in my dog and burn, okay? And I thought that I'd saved the video, but I hadn't. But what this was, it's on BitChute, and it was about this priest. The video must have only just been just over 6 minutes long, my delicious baby, so not long at all, okay? And there we are. He was done saying it, so I thought, flip me. I thought we got a priest, there we are, who talks common sense, can see through things now, do you see what I mean, okay? Not like some others, sorry, in the world, okay? Who seem to follow the leaders, do you say? And what he was talking about is that how things have changed now. I wish I knew the flipping uploader. I never wrote it down. I just, some days, my delicious babies, that's what I do. You know, I have every good intention, do you see what I mean? And then it just goes out and flipping noddle. But what I did, because I'm so used to not keeping, I like to delete. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Because otherwise I'll clog things up. It's like when, you know, to do my healings or anything like that, I prefer ones to contact me the normal way of messaging, not WhatsApp. Otherwise, I'm ending up with loads of different numbers. Do you see what I mean? Yes, okay. And of course, you know, as we very well know with WhatsApp, you know, because I'm still convinced, there we are, there's changes taking place here, okay, with WhatsApp, okay. And I know I keep mentioning it. I probably sound like a stuck record, but no, there we are. I smell something. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Anyway, so I end up with all numbers. So, you know what I mean? And of course, you know, there are some, and I'm going block. Do you see what I mean, my delicious baby? So it's always better to message the other way. Do you see what I mean? Yes, okay. Anyway, and he was talking about getting back to your priest there now then. Yeah, and he was talking about how everything's changed, you know, and what he was actually talking about is it's what I've been saying, which is to do with common sense. Okay. Now, something else that was very interesting about what he said, my delicious babies, okay, my ears went bing. Do you see what I mean? is when, because I'd sent out on one of my videos some information that I watched on BitChute, and this was to do with, you know, the Holocaust and everything like this. Now then, it was very interesting. There we are, what that priest had to say. Well, very interesting indeed. But what it was, I'd already put out information weeks and weeks ago, do you see? Because I watched something which was extremely, there we are, interesting, do you see? Okay. So what he's basically saying is, anyway, I'm not going to say anything more, okay? Because what ends up happening, my delicious babies, my flipping videos, so some of them, they get flipping flagged up, okay? And then, of course, you know, there'll come a time then and I'll happen to look at the video, and then what will happen is that it'll just disappear, okay? Because that's what happens. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's magic, you know. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Anyway, really interesting. I wish that I'd flipping wrote it down, but I cannot remember the uploader. I wish I don't know. Unless I look back, I honestly, hand on heart, I cannot remember, okay? Anyway, but really interesting. And I thought, well, if ones go to his church, okay, they would be hearing from your man there we are, who talks common sense. Do you see what I mean? Yes, okay? Because as we very well know, you know, I mean, you know, with, what's it called? You know, with the common sense factor in the world, unfortunately, I mean, God bless, God bless, God bless, God bless, but what's happening is, it seems to be lacking with some, do you see what I mean? Yes, but this is all by design, you see, to stop, you know, with our critical thoughts and everything. Do you see what I mean? Yes, okay. Anyway, but that was interesting. Now then, something else I want to talk about now then, because you know I've always got something to say, my delicious babies. Everybody should know that by now with me. Do you see? Well, yesterday was a bit of a mixture with the evening. So I went out walking with my beautiful and delicious little baby Ruby Tuesday, because my beautiful and delicious baby little Maisie Moo can walk herself, okay? And I bumped into a different number of men and women, my delicious little babies, okay? And so anyway, and of course, you know me, I give hugs. Do you know what I mean? I hug everybody I do. Do you know what I mean? I hug the trees. Everybody's used to me by now. Do you see what I mean? They know what I'm like. Just think, oh, here she goes again. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Oh, and on one of the trees, I've got to tell you this, where the actual, you know, the tree trunk, oh, there's a little leaf where I was giving it a kiss. And there's a little leaf there, a little tiny little leaf that sprouted out. Isn't that lovely, my delicious babies? Oh, it's so beautiful. You know, because I really appreciate, you know, all of the greenery around us. You know, I really appreciate everything, the flowers, the grass, the bushes, the trees. I'm just so very thankful, you know, and that I can see. Do you know what I mean? That I'm blessed. And God bless anybody who cannot see or cannot hear. Do you see what I mean? But I'm so thankful. Do you say? Anyway, I'm not going to keep rambling on. I just thought I'd mention it. Oh, it's so beautiful. I was ever so flipping happy. I was jumping up and down. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, not to worry. Anyway, and so, yeah. So I bumped into quite a few. And I bumped into this massive family. My delicious babies who've just moved on one of the roads. Okay, and so I said, oh. I said, welcome, you know, to the road. I said, you know, they said yes. Anyway, and a beautiful family, okay, they're from Romania. And so anyway, so I give them a hug and everything, and I welcomed them. And then they had all the little bands, the little babies, children, okay, from, you know, real tiny to, you know. So I give everybody a hug. I said, welcome. I said, welcome, you know. They had, eight little bands. So every time there was another one coming out and I was giving them a hug, you should have seen, and the mummy and daddy, I give them big hugs, and you know, you should have seen how happy they were. Just so beautiful to meet them. Do you see what I mean? Yes. Anyway, and just when you thought that, you know, then there was another little baby who came out. Do you see to me? Oh, it's just so beautiful. Like, you do not see families as large as that anymore, my delicious babies. Like, you know, usually you would have with the Irish. Do you see what I mean? Okay, and of course, my beautiful little Nana bear. Oh, how I love you so, my beautiful, delicious little baby, Nana and Grandad. Well, my beautiful little Nana, you know, my beautiful little great Nana. Oh, how I love you so, my delicious baby. Well, come from a family of 13. Do you say? Okay. So, oh, it's just so lovely. And, you know, and I said, well, you know, I hope that you enjoy, you know, living, you know, in the road and everything. Yes, okay. It was just really lovely to, you know, to meet a lovely family. Do you know what I mean? I mean, there's plenty of lovely families who I'm, do you know what I mean? Anyway, so then I went, carried walking and carried on. Sorry, that wasn't correct. And then I bumped into somebody else, and then somebody had said, oh, you know, they said, oh, have you dropped your credit card? I said, no. Do you see what I mean? Because usually, anyway, I carry a ka-ching, cash, mercilessly. Do you see what I mean? Yes, okay? Anyway, I said, how lovely is that? I said, thank you very much for asking. Because, as we very well know, my delicious little babies, okay, usually it's finders keepers, isn't it, you know? But that was really lovely, you know, to even ask me that. Anyway, so I shook hands with young lass there, do you see what I mean, who asked me, and she happened, then she said, okay, she said, well, what I'm going to do, she said, is I'm going to hand it into the shop, which I thought was really, really lovely, okay? It was just one of those evenings, if you know what I mean. Then I bumped into another couple, okay, and, but before that happened, sorry, I've got to tell you this. So there was a man, okay, and he was outside his car. He had his, you know, like his hands and elbows on the, you know, the roof of his car. And he was stood there and he was like this. I said, are you all right? And he said, no. I said, have you had anything different? He said, oh, Corona. He said, yes. He said, since then, he said, I haven't had a nice time with my breathing, my lungs. That's what he said to me, my delicious babies. I'm only repeating what he said to me. Anyway, well, then he lit up a cigarette, a ciggy figure. So he could hardly breathe, God bless. I'm not laughing about that. That's not funny. But, you know, even though he could hardly breathe, he's like, lit up a ciggy figure. Do you see what I mean? His missus was in the passenger seat, yes? And he just looked to me, my delicious babies, that she just couldn't care less. Do you know what I mean? So her husband could hardly flipping breathe, and she's just sat there, just not really caring at all. Anyway, I thought, what a strange. Anyway, and then finally, I bumped into another young couple, and anyway, and I happened to talk about, you know, well, we were talking, okay, and. You know, one out of the couple said to me, God bless them, said, well, can you read me? You see? Okay, so anyway, so I stood there and I said a number of things now, which, of course, you know, I will not repeat, okay? And he said, well, it was a he, and he said, yes, he said, I've been told 3 times. You see? So once from myself and 2 others have said exactly the same thing. Now, you must bear in mind that I've never met this dear little couple in my life. No, I have not. Do you see what I mean, okay? But yeah, it was just like one of those evenings, if you know what I mean. But, you know, I mean, that poor man now, you know, who could hardly breathe. But this is what's happening, my delicious little babies, okay? There's a number of different things that are happening, okay? And but he joined very clearly. There we are, the dots straight away. Do you see? Okay. So because it was very clear to myself, looking at him, that he clearly never had an issue before. Okay, my delicious little baby. So just thought I'd say, but yeah, it was just one of those evenings, you know, so giving hugs, shaking hands, you know, and it was just a lovely evening, do you say? You know, where you actually talk to others, do you see? So it's not like you know, like you're always on a camera or, you know, messaging. I mean, I know couples, okay, over my years now then, yes, my decades, yes, okay, so simply, especially to do with, you know, the more and more with the messaging and everything. And you can get some couples where one's in one room, the other's in another room, and they're messaging each other rather than walking into the room to ask them, you know, could be anything, simple things, could be, oh, you know, would you like a cup of tea or a cup of coffee? You know, they message each other. Do you say? My delicious little babies, okay? So with me, okay, I prefer not. Do you understand what I'm saying? I would never ever in a million years ever do that. Do you know what I mean? If I want to talk about something, I'll just, you know, ask. If I was in that situation, of course. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, which I am not, okay? But just strange, just really strange. Anyway, you know, I always say, everybody to their own. Do you see what I mean? My delicious little babies. But with myself, no, I prefer to, you know, if I can, to talk. Oh, yes. And then I heard more sad news yesterday. So while I was out walking, my beautiful and delicious little baby Ruby Tuesday. Well, this was earlier in the day, my delicious little babies. And I happened to see a beautiful little, you know, one of the beautiful little couples that I know, okay, been together, oh, God bless them, 30 odd years, okay, such a beautiful couple, okay. And I said, good afternoon, you know, like that, you know, being my usually chirpy little self. Do you see what I mean? Yes, okay. And he didn't look very happy. Oh, God bless. So I said, what's the matter? So he crossed the road, you know, to come and talk to me. He said, I haven't seen you for a while, have I, Carla? I said, no. He said, well, I think it was just before the Easter. Oh, God bless his beautiful, dear little wife. God love her. She, there was like a tumour and she had to have it removed. So I give him a hug. I said, oh, please. I said, please give my love and blessings. I says, to your beautiful, dear little wife. I said, I'm so sorry. I never knew. Anyway, he says, she's getting stronger. He said, day by day. Do you see? They're such a beautiful, there we are, such a beautiful couple. You know, just the same as everybody in the, you know, who I said at the beginning, you know, my beautiful, dear little friends, beautiful, dear little family. Do you see what I mean? I mean, it's like, God bless, but every single day, and you know, I wish to dear God, I said, please, dear God, I said that your beautiful, dear little wife gets better. Okay. But you know, and we had you know, I just mentioned if you know, maybe a couple of things to avoid. Do you see what I mean? Mad little babies. But what he said, her dear husband, God bless, he said, well, he said it is her choice, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Yes, because, you know, for her to say, you know, what type of treatment do you say? Okay, anyway, so that's the end of my video, my delicious baby. So it's only a shorty one, okay, because I must go out now, okay. But yeah, it's what we're hearing, you know. But with myself, with anybody, I'll give them a hug. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, okay, because it's to me, that's a good thing, okay, because, you know, or to shake the hand, you know, because it's like a reassurance. Do you see what I mean? Yes, okay. So with me, I just like to spread the love. Do you see what I mean, Maddish? You know, not like that, like. Do you know, understand what I mean? Yes, okay. Sometimes I come out with things, Maddish berries, and I do not mean it in that way. Do you see? Right, anyway. So wherever you are in the world, have a super duper delicious time. You only get one life. Yes, okay, Maddish berries. Yeah, I heard that. You know, she gets better, God love her, you know, to me, and anybody else who I've been hearing about, you know, please, dear God, Jesus Christ, Nazareth, that they get better too, okay, and I hope as well that that poor man, God bless bless him, that his breathing gets better. Do you see what I mean? Yes. I mean, some would say, it's like when you see somebody, I do not mean this, like in a wrong way, but it's like, you can see somebody coughing up the guts and they'll still have a ciggy figure. Do you see what I mean? It's just, it's been like that for decades. Okay, Mardlichtig babies, but yeah. And, finally, there's a deer, I forgot to tell you this, just not far from me, Mardlichtig babies, okay? Oh, God bless her. I haven't seen her for a while now, okay? And every time I walk past, I always, and wave. Do you see what I mean? Oh, this dear lady, God bless her. Because there was an ambulance, okay, some weeks ago. What had happened was she actually passed away on her bed. Mardlichtig babies. And what happened was her daughter-in-law came rushing in. She did to bring her back until the ambulance came, and I seen her yesterday, God love her, 82, okay? And she says to me, she said, I'm still smirking. And I says, yes. I says, but you're looking really well. I said, God bless you. And she explained to me what had happened. And she said, I was so grateful, Carla. She says, and the reason why, she said, because I do not want to pass away yet. She said, I've still got, you know what I mean? Plenty of my life left. I said, good on you. I said, that's really super duper positive. Do you see what I mean? I give her a big hug, God bless her. You know what I mean? I said, do you want me to walk you back to your front door? Do you need any help? She said, oh, stop fussing, Carla. I said, what it is? I said, it's because I was a carer for on and off, for over 20 years. So I said, it's just the way that I am. Do you know what I mean? But I would have thought, oh, please, dear God, she doesn't trip up or something and fall. Do you understand what I mean? Oh, lovely dear lady as well. Do you see what I mean? But she still wants to live, She feels she's got plenty of years. Do you understand what I mean? Mardlichtig babies. Oh, God bless her. But look at that. She passed away, and then a beautiful little daughter-in-law brought her back. Look at that. Do you see, Mardlichtig babies? So good things happen. See what I mean? So that's like a little miracle, isn't it? Mardlichtig babies, anyway. So that's all I'm going to say. Wishing each and every one of you peace, love, harmony and bright blessings. May your beautiful little selves and your beautiful little families all be fully protected. Okay, Mardlichtig babies, and so much love, all right? And God bless to you all, okay? But we are going to be hearing many, very sadly many things now. Do you see what I mean? Okay, I'm hearing it on a daily basis. Okay, Mardlichtig babies. Anyway, so until my next video, God bless. Okay, carry on rocking. Okay, Mardlichtig babies. Love to you all. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.